Hello everyone, welcome to today's lecture. So did you study the structure of hydrocarbons, the first 10 hydrocarbons or alkanes? Okay, what are alkanes? Alkanes are saturated hydrocarbons with carbon-carbon single bond. Its general formula is CnH2n plus 2. The next type of hydrocarbon is unsaturated hydrocarbons. Unsaturated hydrocarbons is of two types, alkenes and alkynes. Alkenes are having general formula CnH2n and alkynes are having general formula CnH2n minus 2. Okay, now you have studied the structure of all these, or at least the first 10 alkanes, first 5 alkenes and first 5 alkynes. Okay, now we will see, I will tell you a mnemonic to study about the first 10 alkanes. It is: Mary eats plums before playing hockey. Who tells it? Horned. Okay, just like bond, it is horned. Okay, so Mary, M stand for methane. Eats, E stand for ethane, propane, butane, pentane, hexane, heptane, octane, nonane and decane. Okay, you may study the first 10 alkanes in order, okay, with the help of this phrase. And you should be able to study, you should be able to draw the structural formula, that means the line structure, the condensed formula, okay, and the molecular formula of these compounds. Now today we are going to move further to study about isomerism. Okay, now here I have drawn the isomers of butane and isomers of pentane. Now what do you mean by isomers? First I will tell with the help of example. You may see butane. Its molecular formula is C4H10. That means it is having 4 carbon atoms and 10 hydrogen atoms. As it is ANE, it is an alkane. That means all the carbon bonds are single. Okay, that means it is having carbon-carbon single bonds. Here I have shown this is a straight chain. It could be drawn straight also, just like I have drawn it here. Okay, it is a straight chain and this is a branched chain. Okay, that means one C is on a different position. So this is said to be butane, that is normal butane, which is a straight chain where the carbon atoms are arranged in a straight chain and the hydrogen atoms are towards the periphery. And in this case, one carbon atom has formed a branch to the next carbon atom, to the middle carbon atom. It could be here also, it could be up also. Okay, but whatever it is, it will be in the middle. Okay, now if it comes here, then that will be a straight chain. Just like this, it will become a straight chain. Now this is a branched structure. It is called as isobutane. Okay, now you may see this is C4H10, this is also C4H10, only the structure of this is different. Okay, so the phenomenon in which compounds have different structural formula but the same molecular formula is called as isomerism. So these are said to be the isomers of pentane, namely N-butane and isobutane. Iso means branched. Whenever there is a term iso, that means it is branched. Okay. Now, so these are the isomers of butane. Now we may move on to the next example, that is isomers of pentane, which is a use your brain power question on page number 121. You may mark the question and write the answers in your notebook. Okay. Now pentane, if you see, it is C5H12. You may see whether it is following the general formula CnH2n plus 2. N means 5. 2n will be 10 plus 2 will be 12. So it will become C5H12. The first one is straight chain, which is called as normal pentane. The one is having a branch on the second carbon atom. Okay, it could be here also. it could be here also, it could be here also. Then the names are accordingly different. Okay, it will be having different IUPAC names, but the common name is isopentane. The meaning by isopentane is that it is branched. Okay, so it means that it is branched. This alone could have different more structures. The third one is neopentane. This is the structure of neopentane, where this is a straight chain and these two are branches. Okay, so this is called as neopentane. Even this could be taken as a straight chain and these two are branches. Okay, so what are the three possible isomers of pentane? It is normal pentane, isopentane and neopentane. Okay, the question could be asked for a 3-mark question, as a 3-mark question. So this is about isomerism. What is isomerism? Isomerism is the phenomenon in which compounds have different structural formula but they have the same molecular formula. Okay, so the question could be, explain isomerism with the help of isomers of butane or isomers of pentane. You are having one more question, isomers of hexane, which we will be discussing in the next lecture because its IUPAC namings are different. Okay, now so this is about alkanes, that is straight chain hydrocarbons. So straight chain hydrocarbons could be alkanes, alkenes and alkynes. You have studied the structure of alkanes. Okay, you had studied the structure of some alkenes and some alkynes. Now we are going on to the study of ring structures. Ring structures mean cyclic compounds of hydrocarbon. Okay, we will see. Now we may move on to the next, that is ring structure of cyclohexane. Cyclohexane means it is hexane in the form of a cycle. It is a ring structure. Okay, it is having a ring structure. You may see I have shown the backbone, I have shown the skeleton. This is a ring structure, but you have to note that each and every carbon atom should have 4 lines. Why? Because the valency is 4. So here you may see this is one carbon. It is having 1, 2. There are 2 lines already. One connected with another carbon and the other connected with another carbon. 2 are left. These are the 2, and at those points it shares electrons with 1 hydrogen each. Similarly, this carbon, which will share electron with 1 hydrogen each. Similarly, this also will share electron with 1 electron each. That means 2 hydrogen. This also will share its electrons with 2 hydrogen. This also will pair with 2 hydrogen, and this also will pair with 2 hydrogen. This is the ring structure of cyclohexane. You may count, there are 6 carbon atoms and 12 hydrogen atoms. Now you may note that this is hexane, cyclohexane, ANE. That means it is having CC, single bond, but it does not follow the general formula of CnH2n plus 2 because it is a straight chain. It is a ring structure. It is not a straight chain. Okay, it is a closed chain. As it is a closed chain, it does not follow the formula CnH2n plus 2. Okay, but its molecular formula is C6H12. Okay, now we will see electron dot structure of cyclohexane. So there are 6 carbon atoms. The bond between 2 carbon atoms each, there are 2 electrons. So I am showing you 2 electrons each. Okay, so for one carbon atom, 1 electron has been shared with the carbon, with one carbon and another carbon on the other side. There are 2 left. So one carbon is having, this 2 will pair with hydrogen, this 2 with another hydrogen, this 2 with hydrogen, this 2 with hydrogen. I am showing it like this for you to understand. Okay, this is with another hydrogen, this is with this hydrogen, 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 hydrogen. Now here you have to see that 2 hydrogen are left, 2 hydrogen. Okay, so I'll show you. There is one carbon. This carbon is having C on one side, C on another side. Okay, and one hydrogen on one side and one hydrogen on another side. You have to show 2 electrons. Okay, this is the electron dot structure of cyclohexane. Now we may move on to straight chain hydrocarbons. In your textbook on page number 117, they have given the structure of some straight chain hydrocarbons in a table. The first one is the saturated hydrocarbon. Example they have given is propane. The molecular formula of propane is C3H8. Okay, so as it is prop, it is having 3 carbon atoms and A and E. So it is a carbon-carbon single bond. So I will draw first the skeleton like this. It is having 3 carbon atoms and the bond between carbon atoms, all of them are single bonds. Now it will form bonds with hydrogen atoms. And towards the sides, this will be the structure of propane. Okay, this will be the structure of propane. Now we may move on to the next, that is unsaturated. In unsaturated, the first one is propene, that is an alkene. Prop means that there are 3 carbon atoms and E means that there is a double bond between one carbon and another carbon. Okay, first of all I will draw the skeleton with 3 carbon atoms. One of them is a double bond. I will put the double bond here. I can put the double bond here also. Now here 1, 2 have been finished, 2 are left. So this is for hydrogen of that carbon atom. For this carbon atom you may see 2 here, 1 here. So 3 has already got engaged. 1 is left. I can write it here. It can be written below also. For this carbon atom 1 is engaged, 3 are left. So it will be hydrogen on 3 sides. Okay, this will be the structure of propene. Now the next is structure of propyne. Propyne, YNE. YNE means there is a carbon-carbon triple bond. So you may see carbon-carbon triple bond. I have drawn the basic skeleton structure which is having 3 carbon atoms. There is one triple bond. Okay, one triple bond. In your textbook they have given the triple bond here. Okay, I am giving the triple bond here. So in this case 3 has already been engaged for this carbon atom. 1 is left. This will be H. For this carbon 3 has already been engaged here and 1 on another side. So the 4 lines have already been finished. Now for the, so there is no hydrogen for the second one, so the middle one, and the last one 3 are left, so it is with 3 hydrogen. Okay, this is the structure of propyne. Now what will be the condensed formula, condensed structural formula? For this it will be CH3, CH2, CH3. This will be CH3, CH double bond, CH2. For this it will be CH triple bond, C, CH3. Okay, so this will be the condensed structural formula of these compounds. Now the next in the table they have given about branched chain hydrocarbons. Branched chain hydrocarbons. The first one example they have given is isobutane. Isobutane, it is having 4 carbon atoms. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I am putting it down. Okay, I am putting the C downwards. Okay, so here you may see this carbon is having 3 lines left with 3H. This is already engaged with 3. 1 is left, that will be H. This is having H, H, H. Okay, many times students miss to write this after writing the structure of, during writing the structure of isobutane, because in our mind we think that this is H and not C. But remember that there is a C down and you are drawing the H for them. Okay, so this is having H, H, H. This is the structure of isobutane. Now we may move on to this. It is isobutylene. It is butylene or butene, ethylene or ethene, propylene or propene. Okay, so here it is butylene, that means it is butane basically, but as it is branched, its name is isobutylene or isobutene. Okay, it could be called as isobutene also. So in the textbook they have given a structure like this. First it is the double bond between carbon and carbon, and this is one carbon and this is another carbon. For this C, 2 has already got engaged, 2 of them are left, so it will be for hydrogen. For this carbon atom, 1, 2, 3, 4, already 4 has been got engaged. Now for this C, there are 3 left, so it will bond with 3 hydrogen atoms. This also will bond with 3 hydrogen atoms. Okay, this is the structure of isobutylene, also called as isobutene. Sometimes in your question the name given could be isobutene, not isobutylene. Don't get confused. Isobutylene and isobutene is the same. Okay, so these structures you have to learn. It is asked. They will give you the name and they will tell you to draw the structure. Okay, so you may copy. Now the next is about cyclic hydrocarbons. Okay, now cyclohexane, the first one is cyclohexane. Cyclo means it is having a ring structure, it is a closed chain. It, even if it is this is a saturated compound, saturated means it is having carbon-carbon single bond, but it does not follow the general formula CnH2n plus 2. Okay, because it is a closed chain. So here you may see there are 6 carbon atoms and there should be 12 hydrogen atoms. So if we see this carbon, it has got one line on this side and one line on this side, so it is left with 2. So this will be one hydrogen, this will be another hydrogen. Similarly, all of the carbon atoms will be having 2 hydrogen each. Okay, 2 hydrogen each. This is cyclohexane. Okay, this is cyclohexane. This is the most frequently asked question. Draw the structure of cyclohexane. When you are drawing the structure, it is important, it is compulsory to write the molecular formula also. So you have to study by drawing the structure, the molecular formula and the structure of whatever compound has been given in the textbook. Okay, in the textbook compulsorily. Next is cyclopentane. Pentane means it is having 5 carbon atoms. Cyclo means it is a closed chain, it is a ring like structure. Okay, and its molecular formula is C5H10. The molecular formulas of closed chain compounds or cyclic hydrocarbons you have to learn because there is no general formula given. Okay, so cyclopentane is C5H10. You may see there are 5 carbon atoms and for each carbon atom there should be 4 lines. 4 lines means they are sharing 4 electrons. Okay, so one on this side, one on this side, 2 are left. These are the 2. Okay, these are the 2 hydrogen. Similarly, every carbon atom is having 2 hydrogen each. Okay, 2 hydrogen each. This is the structure of cyclopentane. Okay, these are saturated compounds. Now on the next side they have shown unsaturated compounds. That means one double bond is there. That is cyclohexene. You may see in the name it is hexene. ENE means there is a carbon-carbon double bond. I have taken the carbon-carbon double bond here. Now here if you see, if this is 2 and this is 1, for this carbon atom only 1 is left, so this will be having 1 hydrogen. Similarly, for this carbon atom also 1, 2, 3, 1 is left, 4, that will be having only 1 hydrogen atom, but this is having 1, 2. It is left with 2 more, so it will be having 2 hydrogen atoms. This also with 2 hydrogen atoms. This also with 2 hydrogen atoms. So this will be the structure of cyclohexene. 6 C6H10 with 6 carbon atoms and 10 hydrogen atoms. You may count if you want. Now the next is structure of benzene. Benzene, the molecular formula is C6H6. It is having 6 carbon atoms and 6 hydrogen atoms. The important property of this compound is that it is having carbon-carbon alternate double bonds and single bonds. That means here there is a single bond, after that there is a double bond, then a single bond, then a double bond, then a single bond, then a double bond. That means it is having carbon-carbon single and double bonds alternate, okay, and each carbon atom is having 1 hydrogen each. Such compounds are called as aromatic compounds, and these are having a particular aroma. So today we studied about the structures of different compounds. Isomerism, it is a 2-mark question or a 3-mark question. What is isomerism? Give examples. Then the structure of cyclohexane, electron dot structure of cyclohexane. Then we studied about the structures of propane, propene, propyne, isobutane, isobutylene or isobutene, and these cyclic hydrocarbons: cyclohexane, cyclopentane, cyclohexene and benzene. Okay, all the structures are important, and while you write the structures, it is important to write the molecular formula also. So you may practice these structures today. Okay, if you are having any doubts, you may ask. Thank you.